Gahlran believed that the crown made the hive his. Now he is mine.
Welcome back, Guardians. Today, on All Things Lore, we're going to talk about the hive artifact that would cause the overall madness of the loyalist Gahlran. This is the Crown of Sorrow. The story of the crown is a strange one indeed. Surprisingly, it begins with the downfall of Emperor Calus. For those who are not familiar with the story, Calus was once a great ruler of the Cabal homeworld of Torobatl. But his reign was short-lived when a Cabal primus named Dominus Gaul led an uprising against him. In the dead of night, the Red Legion stormed Calus's palace, arresting and killing political officials in his court. With no chance of escape, Calus tried to flee to his royal chambers, but was apprehended by his only daughter, Keitel. Despite Calus's pleas, Keitel broke her father's hand and surrendered him to the Red Legion. Unfortunately, though, Calus was too popular to execute. So instead, Gaul imprisoned him and his supporters aboard the giant vessel, the Leviathan, and exiled them into deep space. For a long time, Calus wallowed in despair, until one day, the Leviathan reached the edge of the universe. It was there that Calus would awaken from his stupor. As the Leviathan proceeded, the ship's navigation systems began malfunctioning, to the point that the engines died, leaving Calus stranded in dead orbit. As Calus stared into the empty void, he could have sworn something was looking back at him. In that instance, Calus believed he was destined to retake his homeworld. Subsequently regaining control of the Leviathan, Calus journeyed to various worlds throughout the cosmos. He encountered strange creatures and discovered ancient civilizations. This would further bolster Calus's determination to reclaim his birthright. Along the way, Calus began recruiting more supporters to join his cause. This included various alien contingents, the Cabal, the Shindu, the Clips, and eventually, the Guardians. Calus would even go so far as to establishing his own elite group of warriors, which he called the Shadows. As the Leviathan set a course for the Sol system, Calus deployed his Shadows against his enemies, especially against the conspirators who turned against him. After the Red War, Calus's Shadows stumbled upon the Hive on one of their war moons. This meeting of sorts escalated into an all-out war between the two. The conflict was bloody, and there were many casualties, but miraculously, the Shadows were victorious. Immediately following the battle, the Shadows came across a mysterious artifact in one of the Hive temples. It was a crown engraved with Hive runes, from which emanated a purple aura. This was the Crown of Sorrow. The Shadows delivered this object aboard the Leviathan and presented it as a gift to their astute leader. But Calus, fearing that the crown was a trap meant for him, had his scions examine the artifact. From first glance, the scions guessed that the crown's power was similar to that of the Taken King, the power to compel wills. But after a full analysis, the scions discovered that the crown itself was a surveillance device. It was directly feeding information to the Witch Queen Savathun, deep within her ascendant plane. When he learned this, Calus believed he could use the crown for his own purposes. With this dark power, he would be able to command the nefarious hive imprisoned within his menagerie. But in order to do so, Calus would need someone else to wear the crown in his stead. So Calus raised a ceremonial bather in the royal pools of the Leviathan to be his surrogate. His name was Gahlran. Calus summoned Gahlran to a chamber of vast gold and treasure. As Gahlran knelt before his emperor, Calus's advisors began the initiation. When the crown slowly descended, Gahlran could hear a cacophony of voices emanating from the crown. Gahlran felt uneasy. Instinctively, he felt the urge to run. However, he was rooted to the spot. As the crown touched his head, Gahlran would be forever changed. The crown's influence had corrupted his soul, causing him to become deranged and violent. In that instance, he was no longer a faithful loyalist to the rightful emperor of Torobatl. He had become a puppet in the Witch Queen's game of scheming and trickery. With the hive under his control, Gahlran wreaked havoc on the Leviathan. The raw power displayed from the hive caused Calus to retreat once again, leaving the Leviathan in the hands of his sorrow-bearer. Deep beneath the Leviathan, Gahlran established his kingdom of sorrow as the hive went rampant, transforming the very interior of the Leviathan. Calus's plan had gone horribly wrong. After escaping the Leviathan, Calus contacted the Vanguard for help. Promising financial gain, Calus invited the Guardian and a fire team of his choosing to invade Gahlran's lair. They accepted and ventured into the depths of the Leviathan. After encountering a series of obstacles, they finally came face to face with Gahlran in his kingdom of sorrow. The struggle was intense, but indubitably, the Guardians were able to defeat him. Following Gahlran's death, Calus recovered the crown and had his scions explore the many mysteries still contained within. But this wouldn't be the last time we would see the crown in person. On the contrary, our story was just beginning.
Anyway, Guardians, that's going to be it for me. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to leave a like and comment down below. If you're new and you wish to promote the channel, don't be shy to hit that subscribe button. Once again, I want to thank the following artists who contributed to this video: Brian Moncus, Onehandedbanditt, Noah Schmitz, WitnesstheAbsurd, Claudio Silva, Filip Bazarewski, Kara Ellis, Julian Faylona, Hailey Cadzow, Pegalynx, Calebcreates, and Venthia. If you enjoyed the artwork in this video, make sure to check out the artists in the description below. And be on the lookout for more lore videos. I have more on the way. Until our next chapter, thanks for supporting all things lore. See you soon!